Hi, this is Dave. It is October 9th, 2016, and we're going to do a video on the Images Optimizer. Similar to the minifier, which minifies images, this uses one protocol though. This uses the protocol that you find on Google's PageSpeed Insights, where you can literally download the optimized images, JavaScript and CSS resources. Sounds great. Comes from Google. Quite authoritative, right? Except, don't ask me why, but very often the images come out fuzzy, literally fuzzy, and you think, oh, you're kidding me. And so then you have to revert back to your old images again. So we said, that's no good. We're going to build our own image optimizer. And so we have an image optimizer built in here. Okay. And the purpose of this is to get really high quality optimized images, which we like that a lot more. So I'm going to go here and show you how it works. It's pretty simple. So let me start with this idea. I installed this just now so that I can show you how it works. This is really, really image heavy. And if you go to PageSpeed Insights, okay, and we're looking at just how lousy these scores are. Okay, one reason for the scores being so bad, it's saying optimize the following images to reduce their size by 1.5 meg. One reason it's taking so long to load this page is we're trying to compress, even if we're gzipping and compressing, which we're not yet. This is 1.5 meg worth of images that we're downloading through the browser every time somebody comes to the page, right? So we want to optimize this for sure. So either you have access to the site or the guy gives you access to the site, or in the case of a T to H panel, we can do this very directly. I'm going to log in, okay, which gives me the admin panel just because I can. And I'm going to go ahead and hit any browse button because it'll take me to the images gallery. Okay, and there, let me see the images folder. Okay, and I've got all the images here. Okay, that's our images that could be optimized by 1.5 meg altogether. So I'm going to right click images so I can download it as a zip. Okay, and that's going to literally download the images. This way I can run them through my image optimizer. Okay, now my image optimizer doesn't handle zip files. You can try, it's just going to tell you it doesn't accept the type of file, right? Like if you do this, it's just going to say file type not allowed and won't be able to do anything. So let's extract it. WinZip, extract to, I don't want to extract it to here. I could get a bunch of images right in a row. So I'm going to extract it to its own folder. So there, I've got it now. So I'm going to open it. I've got all these images, right? I'll go ahead and kind of set it over here. I'm just going to click in here, Control All, right? Control and the letter A. That way I can grab any of this and just drag it. That's 29 images. I'm going to drop it. Now, there is a file type not allowed. That's a GIF file because you can't really optimize GIF files the way they are already. They're already optimized, okay? But we can optimize JPEGs and we can optimize PNGs. And yes, we maintain the transparency of PNGs. So if something looks really, really white like that, that means it's transparent and it's just white on white. And so it looks pretty blank. But there's something there. Okay. So now let's take a look. Okay, all these images are done. And take a look at the average reduction. I mean, they're different, right? This thing went down from 1.47 meg to 282 kilobytes. So it's a reduction of over 80%. Okay, that's 17%. But most things are in the neighborhood of 50, give or take, right up around 50 or so. Okay. We'll see how much this is on the whole. So I'm going to download all the images. You could download individual images. And if you do that, it'll put it right on your desktop. So let me just show you. Okay, here's the next spot that's open. So if I hit this, okay, it's going to download it right there. Okay, if I hit that, it'll download it right below it. Okay, and if you already downloaded it once and you hit it again, it'll download it again, but give it a renamed entry. We don't want anything to be renamed, okay, because we're trying to optimize the images the way they are without being renamed, right? Or else they're going to break. They're going to be broken images when the guy uploads them because it's going to be the wrong name. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So delete, right? Here's what I really want to do. I don't want to download individual images. I want to download all images. Okay, so when I do that, there. Now we get our zip file. okay, called optimized. Now, what I really want to do is take the optimized images and put them back into the panel to overwrite the images that are there. Heck, I even want to go ahead and delete these when I'm sure it's time, right? So I could make a backup first. Let me just highlight everything and make a backup, right? I could just say like compress to zip, but I really don't need to anyway, because do you know what? I have one right here. I can just upload it, right? That's the one called images. So if this panel is too old to allow that, and I think it might be, that particular function came with newer panels, okay, because this is a very old template, then I'm just going to go ahead and delete everything in here since I know I already have what I need. Okay, so I'll just delete. Are you sure? Yeah. Okay, they're gone. So how do I get the new ones up? Okay, well, first of all, I gotta pull them up as images, so I gotta extract this thing. WinZip, extract, again, not to here, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of images here. I'm gonna extract them to a folder, right? And there I got my folder. Now, inside the folder we have both. This is for backup purposes. These are the originals, okay? And if I shift click the whole set and hit properties, it'll tell me the sum of the size. That's like just over 7 meg. Okay. Now what about optimized? If I hover over it, it'll tell me, oh, 3.75 meg. So really, we're actually saving way over 1.5 meg now, aren't we? We're saving basically half, like 3.5 meg. Now, you know what's cool about that? You can't really tell. The loss of image quality, you can't tell. You can look at both of these and you'll barely see a difference. And you'll be looking closer than anyone else will ever look to see any difference at all, okay? And so no one cares, literally. This is so awesome. It's really tweaked in well. That's the whole point. So now, what am I going to do? I'm going to pull all those images up, right? Notice that the names have not changed because I put them in a different folder. There was no need to rename any of the images. So now, the cool part is I can just drag them here, let go. It's going to upload them all, okay? It'll be done soon. And then we can go back and see if that didn't help us improve our page speed any. And while we're at it, I think I'll do the same thing with a page speed booster real quick.